Family, what it do? It's your girl Tamika, and I am back, Jack. Shout out to the family S&T squad. Drip set, what it do? I appreciate you guys for coming back and tuning in. I love y'all a long way. Please believe me. Listen, if it's your first time here, do me the solid right now and smash that subscribe button. You smash it. I'm on the road to 100K and I want it so bad I can taste it. Do me the solid right now and smash the button. Share the channel. Help us grow. Golly, that's all you gotta do. And watch them ads. That's what you really got to do. You know what I'm saying? That's all you got to do to support S&T. Watch them ads. Help us grow. Okay? Please do that for me. Look, we're about to get into this Will Smith and Against the Whole World fiasco. Chris Rock finally responded after a couple of days or whatever. And we're going to get into that. But before we even get into that, I just really want to explain my position on this situation. Look. I have a ton of empathy for Will. And I really feel like if I was in his shoes, I probably would have did the same thing. Seriously. Because when it comes down to my family, you know, that's a weakness for me. You know what I mean? And sometimes these comedians, they don't understand what's going on behind closed doors sometimes. Now, I understand they have a job to do. I get it. I understand. But people got to also understand we're in a completely different climate. Now, you know what I'm saying? It used to be to where a person would go through a health issue and they would be suffering in silence. Now with social media, it make it so broad to reach so many different people. The climate changes certain situations, as this one, okay? Look, a lot of us knew about the things that Jada was going through, which made us all look at what Chris Rock did and cringe about it, because she's been very vocal. A lot of us has been following her, so we had a lot of empathy towards Jada. So when he was making a joke, you know what I'm saying, he really didn't understand the depths of it, and that's what happens. Now see, this is the problem that I also have, okay? When I said in my last video, and if you did not see the video that I first did on the whole situation with Will Smith and Chris Rock, I'm gonna put the card right here. Y'all go watch it, support it, like it, comment, do all that good stuff. But like I said in that video, on these shows, sometimes they're written by producers, okay? If you wait to the end of the show, you'll usually see the credits, and usually some of the men are responsible, you know what I mean, for some of the writing that goes in on these shows. Now, I said in the show that I probably felt like, you know, the writers might have wrote that in, but see, this is where the problem is, okay? The joke before that one, when the wife and the husband was both nominated, and Chris Rock was like, boy, I know y'all pray that Will Smith win. That joke right there was written by the producers, okay? The joke about Jada was something that Chris Rock ad-libbed. Now that is what make the situation different for me, okay? Now, I was hoping to God that it was one of those situations where the producers wrote the joke and Chris Rock just fell victim to being the man to do it. You know what I'm saying, or whatever, but that was not the case. He went off on a tangent with the Jada joke, and that's what made the situation a little bit wrong for me. Now, do I approve of Will Smith confronting him in front of the masses? No, I do not. I said that in my last video. No matter how you want to slice it, okay? No matter how successful both of these men are, you know what I mean? When people look at us, they just seen two men doing what people speculate for us to do all the time. You know what I'm saying? Act a damn fool. And that was why I was pissed off. You know what I'm saying? I was understanding to Will and his feelings. Jada feeling like very embarrassed at the moment, especially when she put it out there. You know what I'm saying? To let people know what she was battling, and still was made, you know, as a joke. You know what I'm saying? I get that part. I just wish she would have waited until the Oscars was over and probably slapped him at one of the after parties. That's my position. I'm not saying that the slap should not have happened, because I feel like it should have happened. I just wish it didn't happen at the Oscars in front of everybody, because all it's going to do at the end of the day is put a blemish on his legacy. And that's what I did not want to see, okay? Now listen, Chris Rock brother, you know what I mean? He took to the internet, and he had some things to say as well. Let's take a look. So one of the people who was in the Q&A said that shit was real. It felt like some stage shit to me. If it was real, it was definitely foul and uncalled for. So Tony Rock, he responded and he said stage 4 with the question mark. And then another person said, do you approve of the apology from Will Smith? And he said, absolutely not. He said, who do you think hits harder, Will or Jada boyfriend? He said, Mama Rock. Somebody said, more importantly, how's Chris Rock and would he checkmate on his comedy tour? And he said, he's still rich. And then one person said, so was Diddy lying when he said Chris and Will made up that night and are good now? And he said, yeah, which was crazy to me that Diddy would just lie. Somebody said you and Dwayne Martin are still friends. If so, it must be a tough place for you to be in. And he said, nah, for him, which I don't understand that. How's your brother doing? He said, being funny, all of them are fine. One person said, if you could start any moving past the present, which one would you choose? That nigga said, trading places. He said he want to be Chris. This other person said, was you at the Oscars? He said, hell no, meaning that if he was, he would have had to smoke. It said, man, replace your brother with Jerry Seinfeld on stage that night. Would the narrative still be the same, or will Will Smith be locked up by LAPD? He said, Jerry wouldn't have did that joke, though. And then the last one said, the Oscar be taken back. Should Chris get his remarkable composure during a live assault? And he said it was not his call. Now look, I don't understand why a lot of people is coming for Tony. I get it. People love Will Smith. I understand it. You know what I mean? But Tony is doing what Tony's supposed to do. You know what I mean? That's his brother. If he ain't stepping for him, like what y'all was thinking he was supposed to do. He was supposed to do it. However, I feel like the apology wasn't meant for him. So, you know what I mean? If you want to shoot the fade with Will on your own time, then you do that. Especially when Tony is friends with Dwayne Martin and Will Smith is friends with Dwayne Martin. Y'all can handle that on a whole different accord. Now, if you want to slap Will in public because he slapped your brother in public, then, hey, my nigga, you can't say nothing about it. But everybody is pissed off. You know what I'm saying? Like, honestly. And a lot of comedians are starting to speak out. We had seen Jim Carrey, Wanda Sykes, Schumer, Amy Schumer. A lot of people is like they're traumatized and they're disgusted. And I hate the word traumatized because a lot of these people have met Will and they know Will character. Don't let one situation where this man got emotional and had a reason to be emotional as a reason for you to automatically feel like he's a threat to society. Y'all people be killing me. Shame on y'all. Y'all get on my nerve. And see, this is the thing that is a big misconception. You know what I mean? They expect for us to be 100% on our best behavior at all times, like we're not human. Like these celebrities are not human. They have real live events in their lives just like we do. And sometimes people forget that on the internet. We got so many damn perfect patties in these comments. I be sick of it. Like, honestly, you have to look at the situation as if you were in it. What would you really, really do? Not the answer you would give Instagram, just answers you would give yourself, my nigga. And you could probably relate to both situations. Now, like I also said in my video that I did, I really do commend Chris Rock. I do. I really do. Because in that moment, he had a decision to make. He had every right to defend himself. He did. You know what I mean? And at one point, if you look at the steals, his fist ball. But he kept his composure. He really did. And he tried to go on with the show. And to me, that showed real character. And I feel like that he too should be just saluted for it. Now, everybody's like, man, he shouldn't have assaulted him. He shouldn't have assaulted him. Now, let me ask you guys something. Do you have a problem with him slapping him in front of millions? Or if he would have slapped him at an after party where there really wasn't that many spectators? Because Will had every right to slap that man. He did. I don't care what nobody say. That's my position and I'm sticking to it. Y'all people are going to stop. I don't care. Comedians included. If you feel comfortable enough, you know what I'm saying, or whatever, to be able to talk about certain content, then guess what, my nigga? You got to be prepared to take some of the reactions coming from that content. That's just it. Bottom line. You know what I mean? You could do it, but you can't get mad at a human being for reacting to it. I don't care what nobody say. Just because you're a comedian, they don't give you a pass to be able to just, you know what I'm saying, just brutalize somebody. You know what I mean? Honestly, I didn't like the Whitney Houston jokes. I didn't. You know what I'm saying? The only joke that I felt was very funny was the R. Kelly one. And that was because that was truth, and I don't have no love for people of his kind, period. They should be joked on. You know what I mean? But anything other than that, comedians feel like they get a pass just because that's their job. You know what I'm saying? These T-pages and blogs feel like they get a pass just because it's their jobs. You know what I'm saying? And see, here's the thing. We have a situation right now going on with Wendy Williams. You know what I'm saying? My heart goes out to her. She's really going through a lot of stuff. You know what I mean? And Lord knows she worked hard for everything that she built. She truly did. And for her not to have access to what she worked hard for, I totally get it. But then I also realized, you know what I'm saying? There was moments where Wendy would go off on a tangent on people. And people feel like, oh, that's her job. No, they don't. She could do her job, but you can't get mad at people for feeling some type of way. Y'all gotta chill out with that shit. Or maybe I'm just not equipped to be in this type of industry because I just don't understand certain things. And when it comes down to my family, that's gonna always be off limits completely. Now there was this comedian, disgusting. Let's take a look at the clip.
Who allows an evil, cankerous whore to be in their presence at age 45 and older. If you allow an evil, wicked bitch who fuck her son's friend to accompany you on your shoulder in public, you ain't gonna get nothing but drama. Let's just start saying that. You cannot sit up front at the Oscars with a bald head, bitch.
The problem that I'm having here, okay, is people is now taking this situation and they're spinning it on Jada, okay? Jada had a situation with August. Will had a situation with the people he was dealing with too, okay? Let's not act like this was not a tit for tat thing. They both was aware of what each other was doing in their marriage, okay? That works for them, okay? They were aware. But now people are taking this situation, taking away the actions from Will and blaming Jada for the reason that Will responded the way that he responded. Y'all gotta chill with that. Will is a grown-ass man. You understand? He took almost 15 steps to get to Chris Rock, would mean he had ample enough time to think about what he was about to do, and he still did it. You cannot get mad at Jada, you know what I'm saying, for just being a woman she is. Will accepts Jada. The end. You know what I'm saying? That's his wife. You don't gotta like the things that was put out on the internet. You don't gotta like them, but you also don't understand the agreement and the understanding that them two folks had in their marriage. So I don't understand how the narrative is turning on her. Oh my God, she's the wicked witch. She cheated on him. She did this. No, her situation or her entanglement was just public. Will had many of them. He just know how to keep his women silent. You dig what I'm saying? That's the only difference in the situation. You understand? But anyway, Chris Rock had a show in Boston. Okay, and this was the first time that he pretty much said anything about the Will Smith situation. And in this show, he said basically that he is still processing. Now, I don't know what he's processing. You know what I'm saying? Shawty, you got slapped. You open your mouth, he shut it up. Period. You understand what I'm saying? You was talking about that man's wife. Period. You know what I'm saying? You got slapped. I don't know what there is to process. Now, he might be processing if he's going to take some civil action against the man, you know what I mean, or whatever, which, yo, that's his business, because now Will got to also deal with the repercussions or whatever. We can't just have two men fighting it out. You know, somebody gonna sue somebody or whatever, which, I mean, in this climate is different. You feel what I'm saying? But I understand him, though, because he's going through a lot of public scrutiny. He is on the face of many memes. But at the same time, this same controversy is also helping him because all of his ticket sales have skyrocketed. Because America just know for a fact that he's going to be talking about Will in some of his sets. And folks want to be able to go and make a mockery out of it. You understand? This world is crazy. It's cooked, y'all. I don't even understand it. But I want to know how y'all feel. Drop it down in the comments. Drop it down in the comments. I truly want to know. How do you feel about the reaction from people now? Now that the situation is over, I want to know, how do you feel? Now, I will say this before I hit off this video. I was kind of surprised about some of the clips that I seen of Will after the situation. I'm not saying that Will was not supposed to celebrate his win or whatever, but just the partying and things like that, I just kind of feel like that was also kind of like a slap in the face to Chris. You know what I mean? Like, you really I mean, damn, dog. I mean, this is probably never going to happen again. You know what I'm saying? I know Kanye West is super happy about it because it finally take light off what he did to Taylor Swift. But I just kind of felt like he slapped him. He knew it was going to like really hurt him. And he just didn't care about it afterwards. I don't know. I can't really explain what I'm trying to say. But it was just, I don't know, man. It just was a lot of different emotions. You know, he was sad. He laughed. He was crying. You know, it was just a lot of different things. I don't know. Put it down in the comments if you understand where I'm trying to go with it. Drop it down. But I want to really know how y'all feel about it. I mean, we got a lot of comedians, I mean, that really, really was disgusted. Jim Carrey, one of my favorite comedians. You know what I'm saying? He is really, really mad at Will. So I want to know how y'all feel, for real. Let's talk about it. Meet me in the comments. I love y'all, S&T. Drip said I appreciate all the love and the support. And until next video, I'm going to catch y'all, dog. Peace.